And it stinks getting older and fatter. And I used to be something back in the day, boys. I used to be something. I did. I used to run cross country. You Google it. I think I still hold the state record for taking the most in the woods. But I'm on a diet now. I'm eating nothing but Fruit Loops. But my wife has me on a diet now where I can have one cheat day. So I can have a hamburger with the cheese and the bun one day a week. Or anytime I drive by a fast food restaurant when she's not with me in the car. All right, she's a stickler too, I'll tell you what. She'd be up here sleeping 2:30 in the morning, the dog go down there and bark at the door for 10 minutes. She don't hear nothing. She's racked out. I got to go down there and let the dog out. So next day I go down there, I'm kind of hungry. I pour a little bowl of Captain Crunch down there. I hear, get out of Captain Crunch! What the hell? I should have barked when I poured that Captain Crunch in there is what I should have done. It sucks getting old and fat, I tell you. I remember when my beard turned white, my wife was like trying to comfort me. Oh, that's okay, honey. I like somebody with a little salt and pepper in their beard. Made me feel a little better. Then she goes, it's the corn in your teeth that's disgusting. I was going to say broccoli, but none of y'all believe I eat broccoli. All right, so I ain't saying that. Here's the thing about getting older. You start losing your daggone memory. I have a hard time remembering stuff now. It's so frustrating. Have you ever left your groceries on the roof of your car? Yeah, for 3 weeks? You ever did? I'm a hypochondriac. I always think I'm dying of something, freaking out. Had a red blotch right there one time for a week. It's freaking me out. So I go get a biopsy on it. Tested positive for picante sauce. Idiot. Cost me $1,000 to do that. Good news is he wrote me a prescription for napkins, so that's pretty good, I guess. I always think I'm dying. Don't ever look nothing up on the internet, because it ain't good. It's always lupus or Lou Gehrig's. That's what it is. One of them two. I think I got both of them damn diseases. Seen a commercial the other day for breast implant leakage. I had every damn symptom of a breast implant leakage in there. These stupid things. I ain't kidding with you. Don't ever look it up. It's always lupus. Except for one time I had a lump right here. And honest, I'm, what the hell? I look it up. Oh, brain cancer. That's it for me. I'm a dead man. I got brain cancer. You never learn nothing on the internet medically looking it up. Except one time I did. I found out that jock itch is also the name of a porn star in France. And what is it about getting in your mid-50s, your big toenails like a manhole cover all of a sudden? Holy smokes, I went to clip it the other day. The pin popped out of the clipper system in there. Holy smokes. Finally, I chip it off, hits my kid in the head, knocks him out. He's bleeding from the eyeball.
I want to be healthy. Everybody wants to be healthy, don't they? That's what people want. They want to be healthy. I mean, to what degree, I don't know, but people want to be healthy. Yeah. You know, you wake up in the morning, you go, because people out there, I know, a lot of people think fat people get up in the morning and go, I'm going to lay around and eat all day. It's just the opposite. I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat. Well, wait, is it Sunday, though? Shouldn't start something like that on a Sunday. I got a Fitbit, huh? Let's see how I'm doing, shall we? Let's see. $952 steps. Oh, that's the time. Oh, here's the steps. Here's the 4 steps. 4. You have to be careful of people who are really healthy seeing your Fitbit. How many steps you got there? Huh? What? Is that a Fitbit? A fat bit. How many steps you got? I got, let's see, it's 6,800. Let me check mine. 18,000. I will kill you. And at that moment, you know what I'm thinking? I got to get this thing on the dog. I got to get this. Get it on the dog. You know, that's the thing. And you wish you could run into that person after you had it on the dog. Hey, how you doing? Hey, is that your Fitbit? How you doing? Ended up with 28,000. How about you? 35,000. What? I was at the park. I was chasing a cat. That's right. Anyways, I think it should go according to weight. At my weight, I should get 3 steps for every one. That's how I feel. I have a friend help me being healthier. Do you have those friends? Louie, I might help you out here. Louie, I'm gonna turn you around. Well, you better bring another person.
Here's what happened. I was like my regular kind of fat. You know what I mean? Like that kind of fat where you look at me and you go, you know, Russell, if you would just run, like once. That's the problem with being Indian, we get fat. We're born skinny, that's the real problem. We're born skinny, we're naturally a skinny race of people. And we're born skinny and we stay skinny. We don't have to work hard to be skinny. We could be skinny and eat whatever we want and stay skinny. And then we never go to the gym because we're skinny, we don't need to. And our parents don't encourage you to go to the gym. You're like, Dad, I'm gonna go to the gym. What's in the gym? They have studies in the gym? No, you're not going to the gym, you stay home and do your studies. And because you never tone up, you stay this like really smushy kind of skinny, you know? And you eat whatever you want your entire life, and then at 30, your Indian genes kick in and go, okay, party's over. And then you just get fat, and it's like a awful fat that we get. And that's what happened to me. I mean, I'm much older than that now, but I got like a weird kind of fat. I was like my normal fat, and then I woke up one morning, I was like, oof, I'm bloated. I figured I would pee it out, I would sweat it out, I'd be fine the next day. Anyway, cut to a year and a half later, and I'm still, and I go, something's wrong. So I go to the doctor, I go, Doc, I got fat. He goes, yes. I said, thanks, asshole, I didn't come here for confirmation. I came here to find out why I got fat. He goes, well, why do you think you're fat? I said, because I have a mirror. And I walked past it naked the other day and I thought somebody else was in my room. Oh my God, whose fat hairy ass is that? Turns out it was my stomach. It was. And people on the internet were calling me fat. You guys are dicks, by the way. You say whatever you want to us on the internet, and if we respond, we're assholes. So we just have to take the abuse. But sometimes I get mad when people say things to me on the internet, not because of what they said, more so because it's probably something I would have said. And then I'm mad that my own words are getting used against me. Like I posted something for this TV show I was on, and somebody goes, holy shit, did you eat your whole cast? And I was like, damn it, I would have said that too. I probably would have said that too. And then somebody posted a picture with me, and somebody commented, went, Russell Peters looking thicker than a Snicker. I got mad at that because I love a good rhyme, thicker than a Snicker. That's a good one too. It's not a fair way to describe a human. I think thicker than a Snicker is a great way for me to describe my penis. I think that's a wonderful way to describe it. So Russell, tell me about your penis. Well, it's thicker than a Snicker. Equally dark and veiny texture. Packed with nuts. And it satisfies. So I said to my doc, Doc, it doesn't make sense that I should be getting as fat as I'm getting. He said, why not? I said, because I don't eat crazy, and I train jujitsu every other day. He's like, huh. How old are you now? I said, 48. He goes, and you're Indian? I go, yeah, but... He goes, you haven't had a heart attack yet? He goes, I said, no, I haven't had a heart attack yet. He goes, all right. So he takes blood, and I leave. Calls me back in 3 days later. I go back in. He's like, hey, I got your blood back. I know what's wrong. I go, what's wrong? He goes, it's your thyroid. I go, what about it? He goes, you have an underactive thyroid. I go, so what does that mean? It means it's not doing enough. I said, I understand what the underactive means. He goes, then why did you ask? I said, how is it affecting me? He goes, the thyroid's making you fat. I go, the thyroid's making me fat. He goes, no, you're doing things too, but the thyroid's really helping. I go, so what do we got to do? He said, we got to speed your thyroid up. I was like, let's get that bitch moving, right? So it's been 1.5 years now, and I lost 24 pounds from it, but it wasn't me. It was the medication. It's not me. And I've lost, my body's in much better shape than it's ever been, but my head is fat as shit, and I don't know how to, I look like a thumb.
Came back for y'all. Came back with a new look. I look a lot different than the first time. I know some of y'all a little mad at me, like, what the hell happened? What'd he do? Is he dying? Is that why he came back home? No. I ain't get a hold of no badass booty or nothing. I sure ain't on no damn crack, 'cause I ain't sucking nobody's dick, so. Hey, I had to lose weight. My service engine light kept coming on. Shit, I was about to check the fuck out. You understand? When you walk up 2 steps and your ass like, goddamn, was that 5 flights? No, it was two steps. Well, y'all going in here. I'm gonna be in there in a minute. Do they got the air on? We outside, damn. Somebody must got a window closed. Yeah. I knew I was getting too heavy when I got that nightmare sleep where you stop breathing in your sleep. Did I just stop breathing? I might as well get up and eat an orange and run around this bed. That was a sign from Jesus. I was getting out of hand. I was in fat denial. I ain't think all that big till one time I took a shower and got out, my back was drying the motherfucker. I was like, wait a minute. Now I know I turned around. Where did that water go? But I was in denial. I was taking my diabetes medicine with sweet tea. I was fucking up. I was on my way out of here. That's why I had to get it together, you know. Just love yourself fat first. Don't be hating yourself because everybody else hates you. I don't like you. I don't like you big. I don't like you at all, bitch. Well, Thanksgiving always been my holiday, though. Before I lost this weight, I prepared for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I thank the Pilgrims and the Indians for coming together and blessing me with this wonderful holiday. I love it. I would prepare myself for Thanksgiving. I would take 3 X-Lax, flush all my system out, smoke 4 blunts. I come in that sumbitch, I be carnivorous up in that mouth. Somebody, hey boy, that motherfucker bit me. What the fuck wrong with you? I'm ready to eat, you understand? I'm ready to grub, and I always go to my mama's house, because my mama cook up a motherfucking stone, and I be preparing myself. I have a food schedule. First, I'm gonna start off with my vegetables, That's my pork chops and my chitlins and my fried chicken. Then I'm gonna go back for my meats, Then I go back with my miscellaneous, all the shit I missed the first 2 turns. I get the mac and cheese, potato salad, get the shit my sister brought. We don't know what the fuck it is. I just go put that on my plate. And you get full and you get sleepy. And my mama said, ain't time to sleep. We gotta get up. We gotta go. I said, where the fuck we going? We gotta get in line for Black Friday. Oh my God, man. I used to hate Black Friday, stand up at Walmart trying to get a waffle iron for $10. And then if we wait till the next day, you can get that same waffle iron for $5.
My grandmother always used to say, like, when I had girlfriends in high school, she'd like, they stood by you when you were fat. And my wife has stood by me when I've been fat. And then a few years ago, I dropped a bunch of weight, man. I saw a documentary called Fed Up, and it was about sugar. And for the first time, like, I guess because they used cartoons, I understood sugar's effect on the body. And I was like, oh, so I should stop eating sugar. And I did, and I lost like 80 pounds of So it was a sudden thank you. It's if you could get past the desire for sugar, because it's very much like a drug, and when you quit it, there's a withdrawal period where I was insanely depressed. Like, for the first time in my life, I was like, I couldn't manufacture a positive thought and like that. My wife was like, that's because you got rid of your best friend, sugar. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, Kevin, you used to wake up and do like 2 fistfuls of popcorn-flavored jelly beans. And then you'd be like, where's breakfast? You know, so she's going, sugar leaving your food pyramid is like really affecting your body. You're gonna have an adjustment, like when Jason got off heroin or something like that. And so she's right, man. Like, it was hard for 2 weeks. It was easy once you got past the 2 weeks, suddenly you didn't think about it anymore. But in those first 2 weeks, I would have sucked for Lucky Charms, man. I missed my good friend Sugar. So as Sugar went away, the weight just kind of like fell off and stuff. I didn't have to do anything. I walk dogs. I walk my dog up a hill, and it's not very far. It's like 1.5 miles up and down. And that's the only exercise I get. I do it in the neighborhood. Jason Mewes lives down the street from me. We didn't buy houses near each other, but he bought his house in my neighborhood. And every time we drive past, my kid's like, oh, it's so cute that you live near your best friend. I was like, he lives near me. Anyway, Jason comes over sometimes. We walk the dogs together up the hill and stuff like that. And periodically, people drive through the hills and they're like, Jane, Silent Bob walk dogs. So just dropping sugar and walking the dogs like really made a difference, and like the weight kind of fell off. And at one point, like my underwear started sagging, because I used to wear very big underwear, like 5XL underwear or something like that. So that started sagging because the weight kind of went away. And my wife finally took notice of it and was like, this is shameful. She's like, they just keep falling off your body, and what we're seeing isn't any better, you know? So she's like, you gotta go get some new underwear and stuff. And if you're gonna do it, don't buy maroon underwear. That's what I would wear all the time. I had this maroon underwear, because I usually just get my at a fat guy store, and they don't give you a lot of choices. Now they do. Now they put on like, hey, there's a Batman shirt for you, fat guy. But generally speaking, back in the day, it was like big dog and like that. Very generic, but very I am overweight. So I would get my underwear at the fat guy store, and they didn't have much of a selection. It was always like tighty whities. That's what I wear and stuff. I don't wear crime fighters, Jason calls them. I don't wear boxers, just those tighty whities. And so one time I went into the fat guy store, and they had next to the tighty whities the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, underwear that was colored, and it was maroon. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like Superman wearing this. You know? So I took it home, and it was a 3-pack, and I showed my wife. I was like, look, man, I was like, you'd say I never change anything, but I went and bought new underwear. And she goes, maroon? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, why? And I was like, I'm expressing my individuality, you know? And she goes, oh my God, take these back. And I was like, and why? And she was like, maroon underwear, Kevin, I get a vote in this. I'm the only one that sees your underwear, you know? And I was like, all right. And so I went back to the fat guy store. I bought 12 more pair, her. So. And every time we would get intimate, she'd like open up my jorts and be like, ugh, maroon, you know? It was a hurdle to get through and shit. So she was saying, if you're gonna get new underwear, don't get maroon. I was like, maroon forever.